This is Bud TV.
Walking down the sidewalk, kicking my feet as I'm moving to the music, step to the beat. I woke up today, canceled all my plans, and I stepped right outside with my guitar in my hands, and the notes became loud as the sound caressed the air, and I kicked it up a notch as I strolled without a care, cause I'm going down the road to a brand new place, and I'll get there with a smile on my face. Yeah, so lift me up, I'm moving on, singing and dancing while I play my song. Yeah, I'm having a good time, keeping it going. Come on, clap your hands and won't you sing along, and I'll take it up high. Give our dreams their wings to fly. Gotta keep the fire, keep the fire burning, keep the hope alive. You gotta keep it turning.
Comments, ideas, and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the show participants only. Nothing stated in this program reflects the ideas, opinions, or beliefs of this radio station and/or Clear Channel Radio.
Countdown to launch. The medical marijuana
Launch commit.
radio show.
Guidance is internal. Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. Power cleared.
The medical marijuana radio show is a production of the Medical Marijuana Radio Network.
You tuned in to that medical marijuana show. 855 Triple M Radio.
Keep it legal, keep it legal, keep it legal, keep it legal.
You tuned in to that medical marijuana show. 855 Triple M Radio.
Folks, we're not live in Detroit. Today we're live in Ann Arbor, Michigan at the Hotel Clarion Conference Center on Jackson Road.
Steve is the host with the co-host Denise. Starting at noon Saturdays every week. Yes, we keeping you legal. Legislators and lawyers, doctors and the growers. The show is for the people. Michigan medical marijuana, no hassle. We talk about anything, any issue we can handle. Call us up and let us know what is on your mind. And make sure when you do it legal every time. You tuned in to that medical marijuana show. 855 Triple M Radio.
Keep it legal, keep it legal, keep it legal, keep it legal.
You tuned in to that medical marijuana show. 855 Triple M Radio.
Keep it legal, keep it legal, keep it legal, keep it legal.
Wow, okay, here we are. Welcome to another Medical Marijuana Radio show. We are live at the hotel, it's the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center in Ann Arbor, Michigan on Jackson Road. With me in the studio, it's our makeshift studio. It's Rick Thompson. Welcome to the show, Rick Thompson.
We can broadcast from anywhere. We're bad like that.
I'm going to give you a little volume. Hey, there's a couple of knobs right there. You can turn, check your knob there.
Check the knobs.
Which one's that? I don't know.
That works for me. Tap that knob a couple more times.
There you go. So, welcome to the show, guys. Hopefully everything's going okay. Are we on the 1310? Are we up on the 13? Why don't you go check us on the 1310, Bob, see if it worked out. Bob's going to go out to the car and listen to see if you got us on the 1310.
We're having fun whether we're broadcasting or not.
Oh, we are broadcasting. We're streaming. We're on RadioWeedShow.com. And then, of course, 1310, WDTW, Detroit's Progressive Talk. Welcome to the show. Folks, if you want to call the program today, we got you hooked up here at the Hotel and Conference Center on the cell phone. We'll put you up on the iPhone. It's 810-423-2350. Rick, we had a great time yesterday out at the symposium in Detroit at Wayne State's Law School.
What a fantastic event, and what a significant one for the state of Michigan, too. We've had some national speakers come to this event. We're getting prominence here that Michigan deserves. One of the things that we're finding is that folks are really interested in what's happening here. There's just a lack of information, lack of communication, and we're going to solve that problem, aren't we?
I look, one way or another, they've left us with no choice but to find another way to solve this problem.
Right. And the social media opportunities that are available to us with the Twitter and the Facebook and the LinkedIn and all the different ways that we have.
Oh, crap, we got the wrong set. I'm just looking to see. Everybody on the camera here. There. Now you can see what we're doing.
Hey.
I'm busy paying attention to the radio show. I'm losing the fact we got a TV show at the same time.
Well,
Go ahead, sorry.
Glad you got it straight. But no, the point being, we have a lot of different methods through which we can communicate now amongst each other and then also to our elected representatives. If we don't take advantage of that, then we really lose. We lose every single election that comes up. We lose the opportunities for our children to have healing medications that can be free and not taxable, that they can grow in their own backyard. We can't let these opportunities pass.
Okay, I've got an admission to make. My admission is that we might have an outdated spot on today's show. Look, getting ready to do this stuff is like absolutely nuts. Dragging this stuff around from Detroit to here to, tomorrow we'll be doing the Buddy Awards out of the other room.
But you've been able to successfully bring this type of events onto the pod and onto the web for people that are physically unable to get down here themselves. You broadcasted the Clarion event a couple of times now. You broadcasted the symposium. You did the Cannabis Cup.
That was the Vote Green Initiative project we did too out in Flint.
So it's fantastic. Kudos to you, Steve, and the whole production crew here.
So we got all kinds of stuff. We're going to be talking to people live out here at the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center. It's the Medical Marijuana Conference in Ann Arbor, Michigan. We're live here on AM 1310. Don't go away. We'll be right back with all kinds of guys from the venue here. Woo!
Steve and Denise will be right back on the Medical Marijuana Radio Show.
The patient's place for medical marijuana and safe access is Third Coast. Beautiful downtown Ypsilanti is where you can get safe, affordable access to education and materials concerning your specific needs, and quality products designed to meet your exacting needs. It's the Third Coast, 19 North Hamilton in Ypsilanti. Convenient hours, friendly, professional, compassionate. Call Third Coast today, 734-487-5402. That's the Third Coast Compassion Center in downtown Ypsilanti, 734-487-5402.
Hey, Steve Greene here for the Medical Marijuana Certifications at AMMP. They're the American Medical Marijuana Professionals. You'll find them just north of Utica Road on Gratiot in Roseville. Their address is 28349. Now, call-ins are welcome, but you're better off calling for an appointment. They have a toll-free number, 877-RX-420-99. That's 877-RX-420-99 for American Medical Marijuana Professionals. That's AMMP on Gratiot in Roseville.
The Greene Bee Collective.
Hey, medical marijuana patients, it's time to discover what all the buzz is about in Ann Arbor.
The Greene Bee Collective.
The Greene Bee Collective is busy making sure your patient needs are met with high-quality, locally grown meds.
The Greene Bee Collective.
Get to know the information, the research, the benefit available to your condition.
The Greene Bee Collective.
Weekly specials in just minutes from downtown Ann Arbor and I-94.
The Greene Bee Collective.
The details are sweet at mmmgreenbee.com. Call 734-929-2553 now.
Okay, folks, listen up. Here's the deal. Due to overwhelming popularity and demand, and to the fact that we've sponsored the Medical Marijuana Buddy Awards, the first annual ever Michigan Medical Marijuana Awards are absolutely free to nominations. That's right, because we've got sponsorship for the event. So we wanted to open up this to make it as wide as possible, and now we're accepting nominations absolutely free of charge on the front page of RadioWeedShow.com. Nominate your friend for a Medical Marijuana Achievement Award today. You can do it at RadioWeedShow.com.
If you are a carded Michigan medical marijuana patient with a need for safe access but have reservations about privacy and discretion, there is an answer. It's the Ant Farm. The Ant Farm is Metro Detroit's trusted professional mobile transfer service. Write this toll-free number down, 888-369-3320. Lab-tested, mold and pesticide-free. It's the Ant Farm's convenience you'll try, but quality standards, privacy, and friendly professionals that will bring you back. The Ant Farm comes to you. Call for discreet details right away, 888-369-3320.
The Medical Marijuana Radio Show.
I can't win, I can't reign.
Hey, welcome back to the Medical Marijuana Radio Show live at the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center. It's the Medical Marijuana Conference in Ann Arbor, Michigan. We bring the show to you here live today because there's all kinds of stuff happening. Man, it happened out there Friday. We did the thing from the... where were we, Rick?
Symposium at Wayne State University Law School in Detroit.
That's right. It was the Wayne State Law School, the auditorium. They did a great job out there. And they really took care of us. I felt really privileged to be out there yesterday.
What a beautiful facility. They did a great job with the catering. Everything else they did was just top shelf.
And so we had that going on. And then today, out here, a couple of things happening. I mean, we got, first off, all these great booths. But can somebody on camera, can you take that camera and pan it around and show everybody what's going? Yeah, there you go. I'm just going to see if we can put the right camera on the air. This is for the people listening on the radio. You won't be able to have a chance to see this, but we're simulcasting this on camera. We got multiple cameras out here. There's Haas on camera. At RadioWeedShow.com. So if you come out, check us out on the internet at RadioWeedShow.com. If you're listening in your car or something, and you're driving around and checking it out, especially if you're in the Ann Arbor area, stop by and say hello to us. Maybe we'll put you on the air. Say you heard us on the radio, and come on and we'll say hi to you on the radio.
Free admission if you say you heard us on the radio.
Look, it's free admission anyways, isn't it?
Oh, don't blow it, no.
He was going to sneak one in. Hey, come on over.
Ed Gorski wants to tell us a little bit about some of the promotions that are running for people to come on up to the...
Here, why don't you share that mic over there?
I'll share that mic. Ed Gorski wants to tell us about some of the promotions available to people to come on down.
Real quick, we have doctor certifications today for $69, first time or renewals. Tell your friends. We got lots of great vendors. Pup Danny's here blowing glass. He will customize you a pipe. He'll make you put your name in it if you want to. Lots of great vendors, lots of cool hydro equipment. And as always, Radio Weed Show.
It's the Medical Marijuana Radio Show on RadioWeedShow.com. Please come on down and check out. Look, you're looking at us on TV right now through the Stealth Hydro Cam. So that's what's going on. Hi, Mimi. How you doing?
It's Nene.
Nene from Mimi's Dream. So, look, I was talking to Kevin Spitler on the phone the other day. And so Kevin's on camera. Say hi. Say wave to everybody. Kevin, can you lean in? Where you at? There you are. Wait,
how's everybody doing
today?
There you go. Tell you what, this place is jumping. If you ain't got nothing going on today, come on down and hang out with us. We're having a great time.
Don't worry about the snow. It just adds to the excitement.
Well, there's hardly any snow.
Hardly any snow.
It's melting now.
It'll be gone before you blink.
And with Kevin today is Trina, who's also his partner in the Med Joint and also involved in the Wayne State University study to examine the effects of medical marijuana on patients.
Hello, thank you.
Go ahead, say something more because I don't have you turned up quite enough.
Oh, okay. Hello.
There you go, a little louder. There you go.
A little bit louder.
There you go.
All right.
So, tell us what's going on in Kevin's world. Tell us what you came to tell us.
Well, we just came on out to let you guys, everybody know what about our study with Wayne State University. It's going to be amazing. And they'll do a double-blind study and everything, so forth like that. And each individual strain helps each individual ailment. It's really intense how everything's going to happen.
And the reason behind this is why. Tell people why we're doing this, why it's important.
To prove that marijuana is actually medicine. This is going to help track specific ingredients, specific directors that are in marijuana to connect them to a specific ailment. So when someone comes in, it now makes marijuana prescribable. We can tell you what strain will work for your particular ailment.
Okay, so let's say I have a pain problem, and maybe I've got a bad bone break from a while back, and it causes me a great deal of pain. And other people have different kinds of issues. For my particular thing, one thing might work better than another.
Absolutely.
And so what you're trying to do is find out what that thing is and how to make sure that's what I get every time.
Absolutely.
So that's what this study's about. It's really kind of a makeshift way they do things with the American Medical Association and through the FDA trials.
Well, certainly not a makeshift way, though. This is actually a very scientific study, and one of the reasons it's going to be important is because of the contributions of the MTA, Michigan Testing Authority, because of the scientific breakdown of the actual cannabis composition itself. We're matching chemistry to causes and chemistry to cures. So this is groundbreaking. There are several communities that are participating in this, but it's really being run through the distribution centers like MedJoint. Now, you guys have had MTA at MedJoint for a while doing testing for your cannabis. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, we've had them going on for about 6 months, and we do 100% testing of all the medicine that comes to our center, and complete genetic breakdowns of the terpenoids and so forth, the directors, hydrocarbons, and so forth like that, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Listen, another thing that we'd like to point out is that there's a way for patients to get enrolled in this study. I know everyone's eager to be able to participate in research that helps others. We all want to do something beyond our own bodies to assist the community in general. Tell everybody how they can possibly get enrolled in this study and what they need to do.
All you need to do is be a qualified patient and then come to one of the centers and join the center by, you show your paperwork or your card or proof that you are actually a patient, and that's all you need to do. and agree to then participate, go online, and do the study after you've tested the medicine.
And are there websites or are there telephone numbers that our listeners and our viewers should be able to jot down or maybe remember on a podcast that they can get involved with and have easier access to information?
Yes, everything is on our website, which is www.mijoint.com, Michigan Joint, My Joint. And we put all of the testing that we do on the medicine that comes in the store and some of the stuff that does not make it into the store. And everything, all of the information about the study will be on there. Even a link to take the survey will be right at that website.
Now, you said something that's very important. Would you explain to people why?
The medicine is tested for safety, and what we're looking for is safe levels or mold, mainly is the main thing that we look for. Unfortunately, sometimes other things pop up. Medicine has been tested and found mercury in it as well. And, of course, if we find something like that, it's not going to pass. Kevin can explain to you a little bit better about that.
Well, like Mike and the things that we have found, we have actually took what people call middies or cartel marijuana. We did testing on that, and that came back with horrible herbicide levels and mold and so forth.
Oh, so they are spraying that Mexican weed with some herbicide.
Yes, they are.
Paraquat, yeah.
So, I mean, what we're coming down to is the true safe access to the patients here, and because the dangers of the medicine are out there. We've got a lot of new growers and so forth like that, so.
Make sure you know how to grow, people. If you're going to go out there and grow medicine for somebody, they're a patient. They deserve the best that you can give them. Make sure you're doing it right.
And we got a lot of safe access centers around the state that can educate people on how to grow properly, and it's come to that. You know, it's all about safe access and safe medicine.
As far as that goes, there's grow classes here at the conference at the Clarion event.
Yes,
there was some this morning featuring Captain Kirk. There are also classes tomorrow. Stephen Sharp, who's a concentrates expert from the Jackson area, as well as Kirk will be there. Currently, right now, there's a growing class going on as well. So anyone that wants to get into this has just begun, seems to be encountering some problems, come on down to the Clarion. Even if you don't sit into a class, there are educated people that are willing to sit down over a cup of coffee or a brewski and have a great conversation with you, just to let you know what you might be doing wrong. Sometimes the first-timers make innocent mistakes, and you just can't get everything you need off the internet. You need that face-to-face conversation.
Look, if you have a chance to come down here today, come by the radio booth and say hello, even if, because we're only on the air here until 1 o'clock. But we'll do some more streaming afterwards, and then, you know, I wasn't exactly, I'll just be straight up and honest, I was going to do the panel discussions. But then when I got here, they said, no, you're in the vendor area. And so I'm like, okay, but wait a minute. Do you understand what it's going to take to move this entire thing into the other room? We've already done this twice in 2 days. Do you want us to do this again? And then come back? Oh, good Lord. So I'm not sure if we'll be able to do some of the panel discussions. We'll have to find a way to do that if we can.
We had a fantastic discussion last night, too, which featured 3 attorneys and Gersh Avery Peanut Butter, talking about a lot of different aspects about how to keep patients and caregivers safe. And unfortunately, we're not always able to record those, which is why sometimes you have to just get your butt down here and be there to hear it live. There's no other way to get that information as raw and as important as it is nowadays. You really have to make the extra effort to get yourself educated.
Hey, Bobby, train the camera on the guy over there doing from Puff Danny's, right behind you.
Fantastic. Blowing glass inside. Now, I know some of you at home might think this is dangerous, but these guys have been doing it for a long time.
So for you guys who are watching on camera, that's Puff Danny there. Now, he's over there. I think he's doing some pricing of is what he's doing. Show the glass blower, Bob.
To the right.
To the right. There you go. To the right a little bit.
There we go.
There you go. So this is Puff Danny's guys blowing glass. Boy, I wish we had the sound over there.
Which is different than the other kind of blowing you'll see on Jackson Avenue up in Whoa,
wait a minute. Fascinating. It's absolutely amazing because I've sat there. We taped them when we did the Higher Ground event. We went out there and we didn't do some live streaming from there. We took some photos. And while we were out there, I thought, man, I took out the iPhone and I filmed this very guy for about 10 minutes from beginning to end, blowing a glass piece. And it's amazing to watch all the stuff that goes into them, doing the little effects and stuff that they have on there, the different colors, how they make the different bends and the different, it's an amazing process.
These guys are incredibly skilled, and sometimes you think you have to wait till the Renaissance Festival or someplace like that to be able to go to see artisans in action. Simply not true. In the winter months, there are still events where these guys go out and perform, and really, think about it as a performance. They're not only creating something, they're entertaining as well. It's really fantastic.
It's a lot of work. It's a tremendous amount of work with those. And look, it's hot over here for us. I don't know about you guys, but it's a little tepid over here.
Yeah, what's important is these guys are all Michigan local businesses.
Yes.
Get down here and support them.
Now, Puff Danny's, he moved down there to just downriver, and I just talked to him. We're planning on doing a downriver broadcast. A downriver broadcast from downriver. Denise Pollicella just showed up, and she brought her headphones. Look at that. Oh, we're glad. I was going to say, hey, we got a message from Denise. She says, "Don't kill me, it's snowing." I'm like, what does that mean? Oh, I get you. So, Kevin, thanks for coming by and telling us about what's going on. We're excited about that study, and if people want to get involved one more time, how they can do it?
All they got to do is stop by the Med Joint or Third Coast and talk to us, basically. That's it.
Med Joint or Third Coast in Ann Arbor.
Yep. You know, all the information, like Trina had mentioned, is on www.mijoint.com. You can find all kind of good information on there, including the testimonials and the awesome peanut butter topical pain oil.
Yay.
And we're actually hoping to implement a study into that as well, topical oil.
See, once Wayne State University gets used to the fact that they can do these studies and they'll be successful and they won't be scoffed at, they'll be more likely to do more, and other institutions will join in too.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So thanks again for coming by. We're going to make some space here for Denise, our sometimes co-host, to come out and see what's going on. She shows up when she's here.
Yep. You know, there are some other facilities around the state that are about to take part in the testing that was just discussed at Wayne State University, too, including Flint Safe Transfer.
Yes.
Nick Pasadidis
Thanks again, you guys.
They're here for that, too.
Thanks, brother.
Tons. Come on in, Denise.
Hi, Rick.
So Denise said she was going to be here. Look, there she is, stepping into the frame now.
Ta-da.
Where do we want to put the plug
right
at? Here, we got some headphones already right there for you. She's like, I brought my headphones and you guys are all... No, just the ones, just plug those in, right? Just put those on.
No, she would prefer to use her own.
She wants her own.
There you go.
There you go. You can hear yourself. You won't be able to hear callers that way, though.
Really?
Yeah. Because that's just the mic. That's the mic mixer. We have to do some things a little more strangely here. You got your own mic if you want your own. You can have your own mic.
Do I really? My own mic?
I thought it was fun to
share. I don't mind
share,
sharing with you, Rick.
Thank you.
Hey, Rick's got a bonus today. He gets to share shoulders with Denise on a microphone.
Oh, no.
So, look.
It's snowing.
It is? Is it still snowing out
there? A lot in Howell, by the way.
But not inside here.
That's
nice and
true.
warm inside
Beautiful
the Clarion
in
Hotel.
here. I love it. I'm going to take another layer off.
If you just tuned by and joined us on the radio, you've tuned into the Medical Marijuana Radio Show, live on 1310 WDTW, Detroit's Progressive Talk, with me in our makeshift studio, live at the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center in Ann Arbor, Michigan, on Jackson Road, is Denise Pollicella. Denise?
Hi.
And Rick Thompson.
Hello.
So we're here getting ready to cover a couple of people. Can we get somebody from the Puff Danny's? Can we get Puff over here? Come on over, Puff. Can you come over and say hello? Puff Danny does the glass blowing. I just mentioned that he moved downriver.
His new place is in Romulus, I believe. Relocated out of the Third Coast Compassion Center into
a larger... Is it Romulus or Wyandotte? I thought it was Wyandotte.
Are you in Romulus or Wyandotte there, Puff?
Wyandotte and Ypsilanti.
Wyandotte and Ypsilanti both.
Oh, so you're still at the Third Coast location?
Yeah, still there.
You got to get real close to the mic there.
Yep, I'm still in Ypsilanti for the time being. Good.
What a fantastic place that you run there. And not only do you do glassware, you do the whole collection of different things that are accessories needed for people in our community. Thanks for your support for the years that you've been doing it.
Thank you.
How do people find you down there? If people are looking for your new location downriver, where are you at down there?
We're 3383 Fort Street, just south of Eureka Road on the Wyandotte side. You can also check us out on Facebook. We keep a little bit of information posted on there. So headshopfinder.com is a great spot.
Headshopfinder.com, you said?
Yep. That's a lot of reviews for our stores. If you go on there, you'll see we're one of the most highly reviewed stores on there.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, your shop there in Ypsilanti is a little bit bigger than the one in. I'm sorry, your new shop is a little bigger than the Ypsi one.
The new shop's bigger, and that's our main focus now. We're working on that being our superstore. We're working on selling the Ypsilanti store. and taking all the merchandise to Wyandotte and just blowing up Wyandotte.
Now, what you got coming up in the future here? You got some kind of fun happening in the future?
Yes, March 10th, we are throwing our second anniversary party. Tickets are going to be $8, and with that, there are going to be 5 different bands, 3 really good rock bands, 2 hip-hop style bands. You can bring your own beer and drinks and everything. It's 18 and over, 21 if you're drinking. And it comes with a raffle ticket with your $8 ticket, and we're going to be raffling off at least $1,000 in prizes.
Now, I was just going to ask you...
is this in the Romulus location?
This is going to be in Flat Rock at, at my Union Hall.
Okay.
Local 387 in Flat Rock, Michigan.
Now,
fantastic.
Tickets are on sale at both stores.
Okay, so just come into the store and you get a ticket there.
Yep, you can buy tickets at either store.
Is there a way that they can call your store? You got a telephone number?
Yeah, Ypsilanti's number is 734-1422. Wyandotte is 734-284-3211.
What's the address on that hall in Flat Rock? What are the cross streets there?
What was that?
The cross streets for your event, the hall in Flat Rock?
It's on Telegraph between Van Horn and West Road.
Telegraph between West and Van Horn. Excellent.
And,
fantastic. I will be there.
A lot of feedback. We're really expecting 150, 200 people easy.
Downriver rocks. It's a great place.
Fantastic.
It is.
I can't wait. That's going to be fun.
Okay, guys, we're getting ready to go to break. We're gonna join you at that party.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Call now toll free 855-MMM Radio. The Medical Marijuana Radio Network.
Okay, folks, listen up. Here's the deal. Due to overwhelming popularity and demand, and to the fact that we've sponsored the Medical Marijuana Buddy Awards, the first annual ever Michigan Medical Marijuana Awards are absolutely free to nominations. That's right, because we've got sponsorship for the event. So we wanted to open up this to make it as wide as possible, and now we're accepting nominations absolutely free of charge on the front page of RadioWeedShow.com. Nominate your friend for a Medical Marijuana Achievement Award today. You can do it at RadioWeedShow.com. The patient's place for medical marijuana and safe access is Third Coast. Beautiful downtown Ypsilanti is where you can get safe, affordable access to education and materials concerning your specific needs, and quality products designed to meet your exacting needs. It's the Third Coast, 19 North Hamilton in Ypsilanti. Convenient hours, friendly, professional, compassionate. Call Third Coast today, 734-487-5402. That's the Third Coast Compassion Center in downtown Ypsilanti, 734-487-5402. Medical Marijuana Certification. And now you can find out everything you need to know online at getpotid.com. Or write down this toll-free number, 855-DOC-CERT. A friendly specialist will direct you to our Farmington Hills office. Medical Marijuana Certification. GetPotID.com. It's the key to getting your card. Information, resources, and in the end, if you're qualified, a medical card. Call toll-free right now, 855-DOC-CERT. That's 855-DOC-CERT. It's GetPotID.com. Hey, Steve Greene here for the Medical Marijuana Certifications at AMMP. They're the American Medical Marijuana Professionals. You'll find them just north of Utica Road on Gratiot in Roseville. Their address is 28349. Now, call-ins are welcome, but you're better off calling for an appointment. They have a toll-free number, 877-RX-420-99. That's 877-RX-420-99 for American Medical Marijuana Professionals. That's AMMP on Gratiot in Roseville. The law offices of Targowski & Grow remind you to stand up for your rights. Always treat law enforcement with respect, but if you're detained or arrested, stand up for your rights by repeating, I respectfully invoke all of my legal and constitutional rights. I do not consent to any search or seizure. I want to remain silent, and I want to talk to my attorneys, John Targowski and Daniel Grow. Targowski & Grow have the education and experience you need to be successful in Michigan courts. Call Targowski & Grow toll-free, 800-957-1069. The law offices of Targowski & Grow, 800-957-1069.
The Greene Bee Collective.
Hey, medical marijuana patients, it's time to discover what all the buzz is about in Ann Arbor.
The Greene Bee Collective.
The Greene Bee Collective is busy making sure your patient needs are met with high-quality, locally grown meds.
The Greene Bee Collective.
Get to know the information, the research, the benefit available to your condition.
The Greene Bee Collective.
Weekly specials in just minutes from downtown Ann Arbor and I-94.
The Greene Bee Collective.
The details are sweet at MMMGreenBee.com. Call 734-929-2553 now.
It's the Medical Marijuana Radio Show.
live on the air at 1310 WDTW, Detroit's Progressive Talk. It's the Medical Marijuana Radio Show. Watch that microphone. You're making it sounds like there's a dinosaur in here.
There is a...
Where is it?
My clients pay me, and then they actually expect me to work. So I was working, but I was listening to the podcast. It was fascinating. I was very interested in Mike Cox's opinion, and I was a little surprised and encouraged by it. I thought it was an informative symposium. I would have liked to see a few more local players there. I thought that they had a lot of... It was good that they had the MPP there, and the speakers that they had were good, but I would have liked to have seen some more local, like Rick, you know, Matt Abel and a few people.
It seems like, and you know, I am not in agreement with Mr. Sabat on any of his points.
Yeah.
However, I did find it, you know, the audience was definitely slanted in our favor there.
But you know what? We've been talking about this for a while, Steve. I want that discussion.
Yes,
I want
do too.
someone to come on this radio show and bust our chops. I want to have this discussion. I really do.
It's a necessary evil. It needs to happen.
Well, it's a necessary discussion.
Yeah.
I mean, we're never going to get this far, you know, when all we are doing is constantly, you know, fighting nobody.
Right.
I mean, they're out there. Part of the reason I think that we're being a little bit put off is first because they just simply don't think we're important enough to deal with, which is about to change, hopefully. But the second and I think more important thing is that I don't think they have a good argument, and they know it. Well, I mean, all the old arguments, it's a gateway drug and crime will increase and all this crap. You know, those arguments are so old and they don't have any new ones.
Did you see that business that the gateway drug thing that Mike Cox said? He said, "Oh, you know, it's not, you know, alcohol's the gateway drug. It's not pot."
Well, and alcohol's not a drug. So, you know, it brings it all back to the conversation. And we were talking about this last night on the panel. We had a fantastic panel here last night at the Medical Marijuana Conference, and it was about patient-caregiver rights. And we got into the fact and kept coming back to the fact that law enforcement and the state of Michigan still don't see medical marijuana as a medicine. They simply see it as an illicit controlled substance. And until we change that attitude and we see law enforcement and local government looking at medical marijuana as an alternative medication first instead of an illicit controlled substance where they just assume that we're criminals first and arrest first, we're not going to get anywhere.
Isn't that what the act was supposed to be?
That's the irony of it.
It was supposed to flip that card so that it was, you know, presumption of innocence, presumption of use, presumption of you're okay until we find otherwise.
And you should be able to use your card as an affirmative indication that you're a medical marijuana patient and that you should not be arrested and that your property should not be seized. And it's actually been quite the opposite, and that's the unfortunate part. Patients are afraid to show their cards anymore because it's. And I compared it last night to whack-a-mole. Like I've got a card. Instead of the police not knowing who to arrest now, it's like they're going after the lowest hanging fruit, and people are afraid to say they have their cards, which is a tragedy.
I'm glad you said it before me because I was just going to say that when I've got, because I carry my cards with me everywhere.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. Which you should do, by the way. You should always carry your cards with you.
And so when I do carry them with me, when I have an encounter, or sometimes when I'm like at the fast food checkout or you know standing there and the cards flopping around there, I'm like, oh God, there's a policeman standing behind me. He's going to frisk me. I shouldn't feel like that. I should feel like...
You shouldn't ever have to feel that way.
That's correct.
But, you know, Michael Camoran, who was on the panel with me last night, and he made a very good point. You have to feel that way right now because that's how law enforcement is treating you. They look at that card or they smell marijuana or they look at your T-shirt and they assume you're an illicit drug user and dealer, and it's unfortunate.
You know what I think we should do? You know how they make the marijuana tinctures and alcohol, the extracts and stuff? You know how that's very similar to the way they make perfumes and stuff, correct? It's the same process.
I have no idea how they make
There's
perfume.
a way that you can get the scent out of pot with that same process, and I think you smell sexy the rest of the night.
Yes, you do.
And then when the cop says, hey, you smell like pot, I'll say, hey, look, do you want some?
That's right.
I think that's a great idea.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Where did Rick Thompson go? I thought he was getting a guest. There he is.
Floating.
Do we have a guest? Who's coming over here? Okay, we got somebody coming on over. What happened? I thought we were going to get the guys at MonsterRoots.
There was only one of them down there, so they couldn't sit down.
They were a little busy.
And we have a fantastic guest here anyway.
Who's our fantastical guest?
This is Lloyd Clark, who is an active member of the Michigan Green Party and also an active member of the State Central Committee. As many of you know, the Michigan Green Party is actually running a candidate for a vacant seat in southern Genesee County. It's quite exciting that we have an opportunity to get someone from our community elected into a public office.
Well, let's get him introduced here because we're about to go to break again.
Fantastic.
And we'll find out who he is and what's going on. I'm sorry, I was just paying attention to a couple of other things when you were just doing that introduction.
That's right, Lloyd. I'll introduce Lloyd again. Lloyd Clark, who is an active member of the Michigan Green Party and also the State Central Committee. Lloyd, welcome to the Radio Weed Show.
The Green Party.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Look, we're having a trouble with that microphone for some reason. Is there a way that he can get on this mic? For some reason, that's Puff Danny was okay with it, but I've played with that mic 12 times now. Is there a switch off on that mic? There might be a switch off. It's just a crappy mic. I don't know. Don't worry about it, Bobby. We're good. We're just flip flop guys around here for a second.
Have a seat, Lloyd. We can share.
Okay.
So,
Why, thank you very much.
The Green Party now.
Try to wear it whenever and wherever I can.
Tell us about the Green Party and who's running this year. You got to lean into the mic. There you go.
Sure. Well, the Green Party right now has a candidate in the special election.
That's the 51st district?
That's 51st. Yep, in the recall Paul Scott district.
And that worked out. Thank goodness.
Yeah, and we have a very good candidate from the MM community.
That's Carrie Nuvous-Justice.
That's right.
How's that going? I'd love to get her on the show. Can we make that connection with her?
She's here, and I'm sure we can.
That would be great. We should definitely put her on.
Okay.
Rick's going to run down and see if we can't locate Carrie now. How are we making progress?
Well, it's a very tough race because we're up against the two major parties, the Republicans and the Democrats.
Right.
And there's three in the race. The election is the 28th of February. So
you're talking about the special election.
The special election,
right.
Yeah. It's coming up in, 40 days or so. So we really need to work. We need volunteers to help us, and we need demonstration. We need contributions, and I would hope that people would get involved because this is a chance to become active in...
the 51st District covers what area? It's like Holly, Fenton, there's Grand Blanc, there's a part
south of Flint. The epicenter is... the city of Grand Blanc and the township of Grand Blanc, and then it goes over to Livingston, and yeah, you can talk about your district.
All right.
That's fantastic, because that's where I'm from Livingston County, so this is very near and dear to me right now, this election is, and I have clients over in that area. So
there was a recall in that district, so it left us a seat open, and we saw that the Democrats and Republicans were planning to do the same old stuff with the regular candidates, not supporting us, not being a voice for our movement. So the Green Party was, nominated me, and I'm on the ballot in the 51st district. It's the southern part of Genesee County, Argentine, Linden, Grand Blanc, Fenton, that area.
Yeah, Argentine, Linden, and Fenton, none of those have medical marijuana ordinances on the books. I went to a Fenton City Council meeting, which was long and unproductive, and as we know, Grand Blanc Township has an ordinance, but it only allows medical marijuana dispensaries in the hospital district, and we know how often that happens.
Denise, this is particularly important because I checked the voting statistics on the 2008 medical marijuana initiative, and every precinct in that district passed that with an overwhelming majority. So for their leadership to be doing that and spending their money in that way, it's really an insult.
And you know what, when you say that, you're really speaking honestly for every county in Michigan. There wasn't one county in Michigan that didn't pass the ordinance. So really, when you look at it, we should have an entire legislative body up there in Lansing fighting for this and supporting it, and we don't. And what's very interesting is that the Democratic Party has medical marijuana as part of their platform. Can you explain to us a little bit about the Green Party's position?
Yeah, the Green Party, they openly advocate for the access to medical marijuana for patients, their rights. They're very they're for social justice, for grassroots democracy, which is the idea we were discussing last night, that people they are the government. We are the government, and we need to take it back and stand up and be counted.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you were at the panel. It was a good discussion last night.
It was an excellent discussion.
It really was.
I appreciated your insight. I thought it was useful for us to understand that the way we brought this bill into being, we don't have the legislative support that we need to fill in those holes that are there. And
as a you know, I went to the University of Michigan and have a political science degree, so when I saw this happening and unraveling, it occurred to me that that's part of the problem.
Folks, we've got to get ready to cut to break. If you'll just bear with us 1 second, I want to talk to you some more, Carrie Nuvous-Justice.
Yes, please stay.
And your great platform and your campaign up there for the 51st District. We'll be right back. More to come on the Medical Marijuana Radio Show. Folks, don't go away.
Do you have a structured settlement from a lawsuit or an annuity? Even if you are getting monthly checks from a structured settlement or annuity, debt can still pile up. If you're struggling to make ends meet, it can feel like you have nowhere to turn. Peachtree can help you turn your structured settlement or annuity into cash now. Cash you can use to pay off debt, make important purchases, or avoid foreclosure. Get the money you need now.
To find out how, call Peachtree today at 1-866-773-4019.
57-1069. Okay, folks, listen up. Here's the deal. Due to overwhelming popularity and demand, and to the fact that we've sponsored the Medical Marijuana Buddy Awards, the first annual ever Michigan Medical Marijuana Awards are absolutely free to nominations. That's right, because we've got sponsorship for the event. So we wanted to open up this to make it as wide as possible, and now we're accepting nominations absolutely free of charge on the front page of RadioWeedShow.com. Nominate your friend for a Medical Marijuana Achievement Award today. You can do it at RadioWeedShow.com. Medical Marijuana Certification. And now you can find out everything you need to know online at GetPotID.com. Or write down this toll-free number, 855-DOC-CERT. A friendly specialist will direct you to our Farmington Hills office. Medical Marijuana Certification. GetPotID.com. It's the key to getting your card. Information, resources, and in the end, if you're qualified, a medical card. Call toll-free right now, 855-DOC-CERT. That's 855-DOC-CERT. It's GetPotID.com.
The patient's place for medical marijuana and safe access is Third Coast. Beautiful downtown Ypsilanti is where you can get safe, affordable access to education and materials concerning your specific needs, and quality products designed to meet your exacting needs. It's the Third Coast, 19 North Hamilton in Ypsilanti. Convenient hours, friendly, professional, compassionate. Call Third Coast today, 734-487-5402. That's the Third Coast Compassion Center in downtown Ypsilanti, 734-487-5402.
Hey, Steve Greene here for the Medical Marijuana Certifications at AMMP. They're the American Medical Marijuana Professionals. You'll find them just north of Utica Road on Gratiot in Roseville. Their address is 28349. Now, call-ins are welcome, but you're better off calling for an appointment. They have a toll-free number, 877-RX-420-99. That's 877-RX-420-99 for American Medical Marijuana Professionals. That's AMMP on Gratiot in Roseville.
The Greene Bee Collective.
Hey, medical marijuana patients, it's time to discover what all the buzz is about in Ann Arbor.
The Greene Bee Collective.
The Greene Bee Collective is busy making sure your patient needs are met with high-quality, locally grown meds.
The Greene Bee Collective.
Get to know the information, the research, the benefit available to your condition.
The Greene Bee Collective.
Weekly specials in just minutes from downtown Ann Arbor and I-94.
The Greene Bee Collective.
The details are sweet at MMMGreenBee.com. Call 734-929-2553 now. If you are a carded Michigan medical marijuana patient with a need for safe access but have reservations about privacy and discretion, there is an answer. It's the Ant Farm. The Ant Farm is Metro Detroit's trusted professional mobile transfer service. Write this toll-free number down, 888-369-3320. Lab-tested, mold and pesticide-free. It's the Ant Farm's convenience you'll try, but quality standards, privacy, and friendly professionals that will bring you back. The Ant Farm comes to you. Call for discreet details right away. 888-369-3320.
Welcome back to the Medical Marijuana Radio Show, live in Ann Arbor, Michigan, from the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center on Jackson Road. It's 2900 Jackson Road if you want to come out and see us. With me in our makeshift table studio is Carrie Nuvous-Justice. Our guest host is Denise Pollicella. She's been, thanks for coming back, Denise. So we miss you. How'd that shirt work out? We gave you the shirt last week. Have you tried it on?
I did. I tried it on, but I don't know. supposed to be a medium. I've been an extra small for like a while. I'll have to talk to Ben about that.
You know, well, that was the smallest one they had.
I like the shirt.
Everything else was a nightgown for you.
I like the shirt. I like it. It is a nightgown for me, by the way. That's how I wear it. I wear it to bed.
Good Lord. So tell us more about how people can get involved with your campaign, Carrie, and let us know if they want to make a contribution, how they can do that.
Okay.
And you know, how can people really assist in getting you elected into that office?
Okay. We can we take checks made out to Friends of Carrie Nuvous-Justice, and you can mail them out to my post office, Box 125, which is in Linden, Michigan. And what I need is people to come out and help me get our message out door to door. I have a lot of literature. I have 10,000 pieces of information to get out, and I need help to do it. I feel like this is a race, and it's a great opportunity for our movement because there's nothing else happening. There's no other races happening. We all have a chance to focus in our energies, and this will send such a loud message to Lansing when we get a cannabis-friendly candidate in. I'm running openly as a patient, and so I think this will send a message to Lansing. I think they'll be forced to deal with us. I think it'll open up some opportunities to get on. I hope to get on the Judiciary Committee over there.
It'd be nice to have one of our own in some of those places.
And I think the tragedy is responsibility to support their constituencies, and it will be refreshing to have somebody in Lansing who actually does. So
yep, we'll have opportunity to call witnesses that we want. You know, patients can come and give their story instead of right now all the testimony they're getting is so one-sided, just law enforcement, and that's it. And so this will be a great opportunity to bring the patient's voice to the table, and all these, as things are, gaps are getting filled in.
Now, do you have a website as well?
Yep.
Okay, can you tell folks the website in case they have trouble spelling your last name on a check? They can go write it.
Yeah, the website is peoplejobsjustice.com.
Peoplejobsjustice.com. That's lovely.
Thanks.
That's what it's about. People, jobs, and justice.
We love you that you're running for that office, and we want to support you in every way.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you for coming on the show and
Thanks
telling us what's
for having
going on and directing us to the place that we can get. We need some representation in Lansing, and you're just the person to help us get it.
I hope so. Everybody vote for me.
Best of luck to you, Carrie.
Thank you, Denise.
3 cheers for Carrie Nuvous-Justice.
Yeah,
all right. So, moving quite along here, I just wanted to give thanks to the people over at Ann Arbor Wellness Collective, right next door to us. They were playing some loud Bob Marley music, and we had to have them turn it down a little bit so we could hear Carrie. So, thanks to the people at Ann Arbor Wellness Collective. You can call them at 734-929-2602 at Ann Arbor Wellness. Sitting with us on we got a guy from MonsterRoots. Come on over to the microphone there.
Tobacco from MonsterRoots.
Richard Donaco, is that how he's...
Tobacco, just like cigarettes.
Really,
just like
tobacco?
wacky tobacco or rich aromatic tobacco.
Wow, just don't call you late for dinner, right?
No.
So tell us about MonsterRoots and what that is, because look, my friend is Ray Kogo
fantastic shirt.
Thank you. Also, the shirt, I know I smell good, doctor's orders.
That's fantastic
there you
shirt.
go. I noticed that Ray Kogo's not here. I thought he was going to be here, but Kogo does Kogo's original cannabis formula nutrients. He's one of the sponsors of our show. He taught me a lot about plants and how they work and what they need, and how the cannabis plant is different from other plants or similar to some other plants. Tell us what you know about Roots, Mr. Roots.
I will, thank you. MonsterRoots is a media-less formula, not for rock wool, not for cocoa beans, not for peat cubes, not for dirt. It's for the new systems, the easy type cloners that don't have any soil. We add something in to trick the plants that think they're in dirt.
Really?
While they're in the air, oxygen-rich mixture, getting the aerobic, the anaerobic, and then we trick them, we give them some other things.
Is that the special sauce?
That's the special sauce.
I love it.
Yes.
So this is for aeroponics, then?
Yes,
basically.
it's I have my own bin out. It's called the Bio Bin. It's a modified aeroponic bin. It will not work any faster than the regular system, but the roots will emerge at the same time, but much bigger.
Oh my God!
When they do.
I'm so glad we squeezed you in at the end here, because it says it's the end of the show. It's not right. Hey. Hang on, I just got to pull this back just a little bit. Hey, that's a live show. Look at that. So studio, get ready because I might be a little off time. It looks like the program we had it timed for 10 minutes less for some reason. Don't be alarmed by that. Go ahead. We got 10 minutes left.
Okay, you can learn more information at MonsterRoots.com, which is up and running, and we'll have more information when the show finishes.
Yeah.
Our motto is to make an absolute for every granny to be a cloner, 100% cloner. If you just throw this clone juice in with 5 gallons of water and let it set for 8 to 14 days, you will never buy another seed, you'll never buy another clone. You will kill more clones, good clones, than you killed all bad clones before.
Now, are you retailing this anywhere, or do you need to get it off of your website?
It's currently in the website only.
Okay.
One of the largest grow chain in Michigan is currently New Products Committee's meeting, and they've been given our product to test in their new tents. Okay, it's been tested in the grow store in Livonia. It's currently in, there's a large...
Trying to guess which one it is. Are you going to tell us?
It's on one of those mile roads near a middle type road.
You're not going to tell us, are you?
Well, I don't have their permission. I would very much like to say it, but right now it's in pre-retail at their store. But they've used it successfully, even at half strength.
Okay. So we'll be looking for it soon.
Yes, it will be on your shelves soon. It's available on the website.
Okay.
We are licensed and registered to sell them. We have the shirts available.
Are you here today?
I am here today. I have all those nice big, I don't know if your camera can zoom in on my plants over there.
Oh, I see it over there.
But
okay, well, we
they're
can see it.
definitely smelling up the room.
And if you're not here and you're interested in this product, you should get down here to the Clarion, and then you can see the... Are you retailing it here then?
Yes, we have it here, and also at MonsterRoots.com.
MonsterRoots.com.
Our company name is Homegrown Brand Products. We're grown here in Detroit. There's a lot of college and science and physics that goes into it. It's not just...
How long what is your background then?
I have several years of college. I have a degree in computer technology. I was a licensed builder. I have 2 or 3 other companies. I have 30 dumpsters on wheels that pay for this. I've been doing these experiments since about February, and I'm just bored sick. So we cut up, I clone buds that are fully formed. After the plant's fully formed and flowered, if you come down to my bin, I'll show you some roots there. I'll show you roots growing out of plants that are a foot long stem. Just all sorts of goofy things.
Okay. Well, that sounds fantastic.
Well, thanks for having me on the show. Appreciate it.
Very, very
Absolutely. How long have you guys been around, by the way? I'm just curious.
MonsterRoots has been around for a year, going on 1 year now.
Hey, you're right up there with us. Our anniversary will be April 2. It was the same anniversary as the Hash Bash last year.
Yes.
I remember.
That was the Hash Bash. I'm gonna see.
Hash Bash was fantastic last year.
We need to come back out here. We need to come back out here to Ann Arbor. Is the Hash Bash on Saturday?
I don't know. We'll have to check.
I'll be there.
Rick Thompson says it is. If it is, we're gonna come back out and do the Hash Bash live. Oh, that's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be fun.
And the fair afterwards was crowded. It was crowded. I mean, it's rare to see a bunch of potheads pushing and shoving each other, and I was surprised, but it was very, very crowded last year, and I think it'll be more crowded this year, actually.
Fantastic show for the last year's Hash Bash. We'll have a better performance this year, too.
Yes.
Somebody else is in charge, because Adam Brook used to run a lot of that stuff, and unfortunately, Adam's a little preoccupied right now. Who's in charge of Hash Bash this year?
We have Students for Sensible Drug Policy, but also Hollis Wood, Students for Sensible Drug Policy, Hollis Wood, and Chuck Ream. Some longtime Ann Arbor people are taking over in Adam's absence.
We heard from Adam. I know that Adam's been communicating via email, and I felt so guilty because I've been so busy working this show, I haven't got time to scratch my own butt. Can somebody say hi to Adam?
Is that what our viewers are looking at right now?
Yeah, probably. Who knows? I mean, it's not a pretty sight. I mean, we've got viewers and we got listeners.
Denise is here, so it is a pretty sight.
There you go. Well, I got to step out of the way so it's not the butt cam anymore.
For those folks that don't know, Adam Brook has been incarcerated for some issues in regards to marijuana based on a raid from his home. Adam continually writes letters to the community encouraging them to keep doing what they're doing, fight the good fight. As a prisoner of war, as we like to refer to Adam, he's really offering motivation motivation from behind bars. So you got to love that guy.
Speaking of which, where's Richard Clement Sr.? I haven't seen the Weed Warrior here.
He is actually out there on Facebook typing, because he's one of those people that exploits the new media avenues.
That's right. We got to do that. That's what we're here to do.
And we're all speaking later. I mean, I know I'm speaking at 2. I know Richard is going to be speaking on a panel later. I don't know.
I've got 2 panels this evening, and I think I'm moderating another one as well. Brandy will be around too. Speaking of Brandy Zink and the move to amend the Constitution of the state of Michigan, don't forget about www. Repeal today.
I heard you. Joe, look at that. I didn't even think about
Peter,
that.
Paul, and Mary Jane.
Look, there's a
and she's got a green shirt.
I do.
You guys, how much time do we got left on the show? Look, it's only a few minutes left.
It's Steve Green time. You were able to warp time to give an extra 10 minutes to your show today. I don't know how that happened.
Well, let's tell people where we are one more time, just in case they want to come down.
It's in Ann Arbor, Michigan. We're live on location at the Jackson Road Clarion Hotel and Conference Center. It's 2900 Jackson Avenue. It's Jackson Avenue.
It is right off the expressway. If you're taking 94, get the Jackson exit, and you're good to go.
And if you're plugging it into the GPS, the zip code here is 48103, if that helps out at all.
Now, this is not the first time we've been at the Clarion. This particular venue has been very friendly to the medical marijuana community. They've had some Oaksterdam events here. We've had several events here as well, Vote Green initiatives. This is not the first convention that's been here. You have to love someone that recognizes the economic benefit of the medical marijuana community.
So we've only got about 3 minutes left here on the show, and since I screwed up the end there, I got Bob kind of bird-dogging it, making sure that we play the show close on the right time. So
Bob rocks.
Bob does rock. I'll tell you what, Bob is only number 2 to me as it comes to guys rolling up their sleeves and putting energy into this show. Oh, crap. We lost Dave. Oh, we don't know. We meant to get Dave on the show. We'll get it back on.
He's a comedian. He can take a joke.
I forgot. Come on, Dave. Hey, Dave, sorry, I'm sorry. Let me just give you this real quick because we got about, I don't know, maybe a minute and a half left of the show. We're doing, this is the other thing. I'm glad that we brought that. Thank you for hanging up on me, Dave, because you brought me back around to an important point. The Buddy Awards tomorrow.
Oh, 1 o'clock.
My name is Dave. What's your last name, Dave?
Dave Vance.
I'm sorry?
Van, like the car?
Vance.
Dave Chappelle, wow.
It's not Dave Chappelle, no. This is a white guy with a red beard. It's not going to work out if you call him Dave Chappelle. So, you're going to come out here and do a little stand-up set, yes?
Yes.
We're going to be very happy to have you out here, and I had to thank you live on the radio. If people want to see you normally, where do you go and do some one-night stand stuff? Where do you do some stand-up?
Well, I'm in Ferndale at the New Way Bar this Monday night at 9 o'clock. Let's see, hopefully Laugh Track in Novi next Thursday. And the Crowfoot in Pontiac on the 24th.
Oh, it's not.
Fantastic. Are you a funny guy, though? Just tell us now.
Sometime.
Okay. And what time is your performance tomorrow, just in case?
After everybody's already asleep.
Okay, after we're all drunk and after we're all happy.
Thanks for tuning in. Rick Thompson, thanks for coming along.
The comments, ideas, and opinions expressed in the preceding program are those of the show participants only. Nothing stated in this program reflects the ideas, opinions, or beliefs of this radio station and or Clear Channel Radio.
Identify yourself, please.
This is Detroit's